Hey, Josh, Matt. Well, seeing as this is my place and you come to it, Matt, what the heck do you want? Jesus, not having music, it kind of sucks. Brief musical interlude. Well, money, you can't have money and women at the same time, Matt. You just can't do her. That sounded good. See if I could do it again. There, brief musical interlude. I'm done. It was starting to sound like something I recognize. Yeah. Hi, Julie. How's it going? Oh, not too bad, Julie. I feel almost so good I want to do something. But I know as soon as I do something, I'm not going to feel good anymore. Fucking catch 22. Holy fuck. 9 days. Oh, it's too bad you're fucking sick, though. So she's nothing but hunting and fishing for the next 9 days. Well, we'll go 7 days. Holy. Hey, Josh, Julie,
Hello. Hey, Myron.
Ray?
No, I just got home early today.
Uh,
Still feel shitty, so.
yeah.
Bad flu going around.
I don't know if there's anything going around here. 15 or 20 minutes I spent downtown yesterday. Didn't learn anything.
How you doing? I know. That's good. Yeah, two of them. Forgot I had a titty pocket. I woke up this morning, my head felt like it was just going to explode. I said, fuck. But I didn't want to miss another day of work, so I went anyways.
Yeah. I watched your harvest of the cherry, cranberries with the machine last night, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
It was pretty much the same as last year.
Yeah, not much changes. I just get more gray hair as the years go on. Yeah.
Well, I still am too, although I'm getting pretty low on dark hair. Hey, UK. Well, if you're just about to eat, hurry and then you can go to bed and have a good night's rest.
Stop being a baby, Matthew. Come on.
Here's a change from yesterday. Holy fuck. Well, it kind of started out a little slow yesterday too, but I think I had 6 or 8 people up here one time.
So your teachers like cranberries, did they? Yeah. So you were all famous today, were you? A little bit.
Okay, Matt. I don't really need to see snot hanging out of your nose or anything.
Yeah. My chest has been filled up with fucking phlegm and head's been pounding off and on. I had to pull over just to spit out a big freaking loogie on the way to work today.
Hell, man, I move like that every day.
It was Sunday, the day I couldn't move, man. I just laid in bed all day because I went to work 2 days in a row, just sick as hell, fighting through it. And then Sunday, I was like, no, I can't even lift my head without it friggin' feeling like it's gonna fall off.
Aren't you glad I said go to bed instead of, nah, come on, stay up.
I can do a stream tonight if I remember how to do one.
Hey, Midnight. Oh, you're not completely healed yet.
Yeah, no, by tonight I might be just sick as a dog. I don't know.
Well, not only that, but if you're not completely healed, it would be better to get the right amount of sleep until you are healed, back to normal. Because if you don't get enough sleep, then your body is tired and it's harder to fight infection or attack, cold, flu, whatever it is.
Well, if you ask Julie, she'd say I'm never gonna return back to normal.
You're not. No, sure.
And that is coming from a guy who used to think the way to do it was just drink through the flu. But it was one hell of a hangover after the flu was done.
It's weird all my messages are showing private chat instead of regular. What's going on, Midnight?
It was his anniversary yesterday, I think it was, or the day before.
Yeah, it was yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Ours is coming.
When? Oh.
warm in here again.
Oh yeah, there's no window outside. I was outside in my muzzle top and my shorts, and that wasn't cold at all.
Oh. I gotta have my feet up for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the smell of man
Disgusting.
feet.
No. Dirty.
Holy cool, look at this.
Holy shit.
Well,
got
What
look
is it?
all kinds of money there.
Rolling in it.
yeah, you do sound worse than Josh does.
I can't take this out.
That's just because I'm tougher.
Yeah, I'll live.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Were you getting sick, bud? Yeah. You're the only one that didn't get sick.
Being in person. Person gets it just Quincy Schmeeping.
He sounds like he's getting all stuffed up. The kids had the flu, but it only lasted them 2 days, I think.
Was longer than Quincy. Quincy's only 3
Different
days.
stuff hits people different ways, man.
Yeah.
I was sick with the you know what for 2 months last year, so it hits people different ways.
89 or 90 was the last time I had a cold or a flu.
That's crazy.
But I continually cough up phlegm and blow it out my nose frickin' here every day from frickin' allergies.
I haven't taken a sick day at work in 10 years.
Oh, fuck, I would even take a mental health day if I had to. Of course, when you're being paid by the hour, it's pretty hard to take a fucking sick day. If you're being paid by the month, a sick day is fuck all.
Well, they got rid of our sick days. We have to use a vacation day if we get sick.
Holy fuck.
We get 15 of them.
Yeah, but still, if you're down for a week, you only get an 8-day vacation.
Yeah, I'm putting down 5 or 6 vacation days this week coming up. But this is the time of the year where I usually take a week off because it's October and there's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. Hey, CRR. You better come up, CRR. The conversation is lagging. UK, are you not fucking eating yet?
Mrs. Jess changed her channel name. You probably seen that.
Yeah, I did.
She's Jess something or other.
Yeah.
She said she got tired of people thinking she was me. And I said, well, I got about 150 pounds on you and I have a beard. I don't think they'll confuse us too much.
Oh, fuck, I haven't washed my vehicle in, I don't know, 8, 10 years.
I'll still call her Mrs. Matthew.
Yeah, just to mess with her.
Oh,
Man can get a moment's peace. I was just recovering from washing my vehicle.
well, like I said, I haven't done mine in about 10 years.
Well, mine's not running from right now because of the clutch issues I'm having. I had to get it towed here, but where it was at the old place, it's been sitting for 3 years, and it was sitting under a bunch of pine trees and shit.
Yeah.
And there was no hose attachment in the back of the house, so I couldn't wash it there.
Yeah.
I already knew coming here I'd need to wash it, but the landlord saw me outside yesterday. He's like, "Oh, I was worrying about washing it." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been planning to do it. I just haven't got to it yet. I've been meaning to ask you if you had a hose." And so I went out and borrowed his hose and stuff today and spent a couple hours out there. It's less than perfect, but compared to how it did look ready for the junkyard before I washed it. It looks almost new now.
I should go clean off the posts on my battery for the winter. Need to buy a can of paint too. Fuck. Shouldn't have spent all my money on weed and hash. Fuck it. I'll do it next month.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can relax for an hour or two and not feel as beat as I do right now because I bought a turkey the other day and I'd like to cook it today. But if I'm feeling fucking worn out, I'm not gonna. I'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So who changed their channel name?
Mr. Jess's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's just homemaking. Something like that.
Yeah, it's I don't think I have them, but obviously, yeah, I hate it when people do that because I've got hundreds of subs and I come in and I start looking through them and I'm like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that?
Yeah, she did it because people were confusing our channels because we.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, hippie.
Hey, hippie. Conversation's low, hippie. Come on up.
I'm forgetting everything today, too. Finished with the vehicle. I'm like, okay, where's my coffee? I left my coffee cup in the console of the vehicle. I had to go out and get it. Josh, you no talk? Or is that Julie? Or both?
I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee. I just got home from work, just chilling.
Fuck. How's things? I've seen you around, but I haven't talked to you, I don't think, since I've been back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
30 seconds.
Coffee's always a good idea, hippie. finally sold my snowboard gear yesterday. I've been trying to sell for a week and a half. One less thing to clutter up the new place. And a little bit of money in my pocket. Hold on. Vape, wrong pipe. Yeah, I was selling my snowboard equipment for $200, and the guy online, he's like, "What about 150?" I said, "Well, I have somebody that wants to come by this afternoon, so I'll go 175." And of course, then he shows up and he says, "How about 150?" And I'm like, "Well, fuck, you're here and you're willing to take it, so yeah, give me 150 and get the fuck out of here."
You should have said you spent all that money coming down here. You're gonna go all the way home without it. $200.
Could have done that, and he could have left, and then the other guy could have come, and he could have said 152. I mean, it's nice to have the little extra money, but I mean, my primary reason for selling it was just so I didn't have to store it anymore because this place is smaller than the old place.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, he's back. I thought maybe he croaked.
I died. I'm on my phone, so if I answer somebody on a text message, it kicks me out.
Mm.
That I'm planning a trip to go to the Canadian border Sunday.
Which border? Where?
Yeah, we're gonna go out on Lake Erie, and
Oh, okay, Eastern.
sounds like we'll probably have to go damn near to Canada to find some fish. Sounds like.
Smuggle me some cheap cigarettes across.
What want me to do? Throw them in the water and hope you get a northerly wind?
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, when you're up there, you could see that line on their GPS. You cross it, they're calling you on the radio. Wonder why the hell you're over there.
You throw you in a jail cell with Nasty Nathaniel. As far as I know, he's still in jail up here because of that. He crossed the border illegally.
It's weird. It's weird when the border's water.
Yeah, well, he did it here on the West Coast. He was walking up the beach along the Pacific Ocean, and he got busted. And from what I gather, he did it before, and they know he did it before because they checked out his YouTube channel, so he's getting charged for both times.
Yeah, I try not to do anything illegal on my channel for that very reason.
Right?
I would say that somebody ratted him out.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I know years and years ago they didn't used to watch the border. I mean, 30 years ago, I've crossed that border on foot, walking on the beach the exact same way, but that was 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure. I know they watched it a lot more ever since 9/11 and stuff like that. And last time I think his very first video he did because he's done a couple, but he did his first video just at the Peace Arch Park there, and I think that was when they had the park officially quote closed on the Canada side because of COVID.
Yeah.
But people were still allowed to go on the U.S. part of the park to visit family and blah blah blah. But yeah, they were watching that border like a hawk and watching people coming in and out of the park when he did that one.
But yet, if he'd have went down east there to that fucking one road in Ontario, he could walk across the border and the fucking cops would pick up his luggage for him.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the way the Peace Arch used to be too. I mean, people used to always, it's basically a ditch. down on Zero Ave by the border. There's a ditch between Canada and the U.S. It's not a big ditch. It's just like a ditch on the side of the road. And you just jump over the ditch and you're in Canada or the U.S. But
Yeah.
they said, I think since 9/11 and especially during COVID when they were locking everything down, they're a lot more. They watch it a lot more. And I tend to think probably somebody didn't rat on Nasty because it was a helicopter that originally spotted them. And if somebody ratted on them, I think it would take a while for them to get a helicopter up there.
True.
So I think the helicopter was just kind of probably not just watching the land border, but probably watching for boats and stuff crossing illegally and stuff like that, and saw them and probably called somebody local to go check them out.
I think, seeing as it was the first time he was caught,
Yeah, I don't know what they'll do. Have you seen the video?
yeah, I think they should just kick him back into the States and say, "Hey, you're not allowed back into Canada."
And I think if they knew it was the first time, they probably would. But because they checked out his channel and stuff like that, and they know he's done it before, that's why they're giving him a hard time over it.
Yeah, but they never caught him those other times either.
Right.
So it's just an invisible line in the sand, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's
And you're just not. Does it have like signs saying "Don't"?
Well, I mean,
walk
yeah,
past
there is some signage, yeah, but it's not. It's minor signage. It's probably something like don't cross any further, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you, he saw the helicopter and he was actually heading back south down along the beach trying to get back on the U.S. side, and they caught up to him on foot before he got back to the U.S. side. But yeah, it's just like I said. There's probably a little bit of signage there, but it's basically just a beach along the ocean. There's no fence or anything.
That surprises me.
Why? We're not treating you guys like you treat Mexico.
Yeah,
We allow
pretty
the
sure-
open borders. We're not putting up
little different situation down there, Myron.
Oh, I'm pretty sure most of the border between the Canada and the U.S. is like that. I mean, you'll have some fencing and stuff like that and barricades around actual designated crossings, but most of it I don't think has any kind of barrier.
No, because part of it, I know it goes right through a house, the middle of a house. You kick in Canada and you go eat it in the U.S. or some fucking thing like that.
Well, and there's the anomalies too, like Point Roberts. So there's a place out here in BC. Well, I guess it's not BC because Point Roberts is technically the United States, but it's landlocked from the United States. You actually have to go through Canada to get to the mainland of the United States.
Oh. Geez, I would really suck have to get a passport just to.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure they're probably a little more lenient there and they know the locals because I think a lot of Canadians work in Point Roberts and a lot of Americans that live in Point Roberts work in Canada, so that border gets crossed a lot by the same people every day.
Yeah.
I remember standing at the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea one time. That was a trip. That is a hell of a border. That is, if you cross it, you get shot in the head.
So I don't think too many people accidentally cross that border.
Everyone that does dies. Every single time.
Well, I don't think it's to stop people from going in. That's to stop people from escaping North Korea.
Yeah, and nobody wants to go north.
Yeah.
Ex-cop killed 36 kids in that preschool in fucking Thailand.
All right. If anybody cares to look, and you might not care to look, Matthew, but I'm going to put a link in private. This shows the Peace Arch border crossing, and it's an aerial view, but you can see the beach up to the left side. Actually, I'll put it in public too, just in case anybody wants to look.
Okay.
Well, if I click on that link, it will kick me from streaming.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if Myron wants to try and bring it up, but
Just give me a second. I'm presenting. Well, that one's no good.
there you go. Yeah. So it's just the railroad roll line there, and then you just walk all up the beach there beside the ocean, just down from the railroad track. There's just right near the top of the picture, there's a little bit of a straight bit that comes out. You can tell it's a little bit man-made. Yeah, just a little bit up, right there out into the ocean. You see a little straight part right to the left there? Right to the left of that. Yeah, I think that's designates the border right there. I'm not sure. It's just kind of a line saying don't cross further here, I think.
Yeah, but the Canadian flag is down here.
Remember when you could just drive in and out of Canada with no passport? Is it the same way for the opposite?
Well, no. So that's views from the U.S. side, but you can see to the right, up in the right corner there. There's a little roof right there. That's the actual border crossing where they stop you and check you there. The southbound traffic on the left there, they actually do have a stop there on the just below the picture there as well.
To me, it kind of looks like this big yellow strip on the road.
Yeah. That might be too. Well, yeah, you can see the loop here toward the bottom of the picture. That's the turnaround point. So if you accidentally took the wrong road and you don't want to cross the boat go into the U.S., you turn around right there and just head back up to Canada.
Do you guys need a passport to come to the U.S.?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you do these days. I've heard you do, but
I know you need one to go to Canada.
You didn't used to. I mean,
No, when I was a kid, if we fished Lake Erie, we could just pull up onto the shore of Canada and buy a Canadian license, so we were legal. And I don't remember anything else other than that. Now it's probably different.
I think you might be able to get away without a passport if you have. There's what we have in Canada, in BC at least. We have an enhanced driver's license. And the enhanced driver's license has more information on you, and it's supposed to facilitate getting across the border without issues. So I think if you have one of those enhanced driver's licenses, you can drive across without a passport. But I'm not.
Don't worry. The only reason I'd come to Canada would be to toilet paper Myron's house or leave some dog poop on Josh's porch.
All right, I'm going to go quiet for a sec. I'm going to go grab a coffee.
Well, you better bring your own toilet paper, Matthew. You don't want to buy it in Canada. It's fairly expensive.
Yeah, I'll bring it from the house. I even got a dog, so the poop would be free. Yeah, wouldn't that be something if you came out a couple weeks from now and there's just shit on your porch and you're like, did Matt really come here? That guy is dedicated.
Oh, I hate to say it, but if you hadn't said it, well, why?
What's going on, John Hub?
Private
Susie?
hate
Well, now, now I'll do something different if the opportunity arises. I'll change it up. I got nothing to do in Canada.
You can hunt, you can fish, if you come up at the right times of the year.
Yeah, I know that. You could go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and do that. That's pretty wild up there too.
Well, you could head north and play with the fucking polar bears if you want to do something Canadian.
I'd probably skip all that and go to Alaska if I was going that far.
Yes, slow burner. I was thinking with somebody on my show yesterday that was slandering the Blue Jays. But
Is baseball winding down now or something, getting in the playoffs or whatever?
yeah. And Canada's only team is in it.
How many teams is left, do you know? I doubt the Cincinnati Reds are in it.
They're just starting the playoffs. Yeah, walleye fishing.
It's good in Lake Erie too, John. My God, I thought we were going to sink the boat. We caught so many fish last time.
Playoffs start today, and the Reds didn't make it.
I didn't think so. Yeah, they've kind of sucked the last few years. Yeah, longer than that.
Well, if you get the pike in late winter or early spring there, Susie, they're good. But if you get them in the summertime, they taste muddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to like the lakes around here. You guys would probably be amazed. Like almost everything around us is man-made lakes. So that really means dug with a mule in the 1800s. So 4 or 5 foot deep.
Yeah.
Never usually that clear. Usually a little muddy. Good fishing around here, but the lakes really aren't deep at all.
The ones that ain't deep here, the fish won't survive the winter in them because they freeze over, and if they're not that deep, they might freeze right to the bottom. And even if they don't, if it freezes so deep, then there might be too many fish and they breathe up all the oxygen in the water and they asphyxiate.
Myron, I got to hop down off here. I got people trying to get a hold of me.
Okay, thanks for coming up.
No problem, man.
Good
We'll see. We'll see you guys, man. I might pop back in later if you're still up.
I'll be up for a while.
All right.
It happens around here all the time. There's shallow lakes that freezes over every winter, so the only thing that really grows in them is bloodsuckers. Damn. I could go grab a bunch of leeches for fishing.
Back.
I don't think I'd go swimming without a life preserver on, Susie. Because of not being able to do much, I don't have any stamina, so I'd take a few strokes and I'd go down to the rock.
Bunsen Lake. That's what, there's Bunsen Lake here in BC. It's pretty local, just on the edge of the mountains, and from there's a there's a whole picnic beach area and all that stuff. It's pretty commercially set up and stuff. But if you swim across a narrow part of the lake, there's these cliffs everybody jumps across. And yeah, many years ago, me and a buddy went to swim across that, not realizing there's quite the current running through that lake. And we got about halfway, and we're like, we're not going to make it. Let's turn around and go back. And we barely got back. I thought we were going to drown.
But see, I had a guy, a friend of mine, do that. He was going to swim across the lake to get some help because they'd gotten stuck with a pickup or some frickin' thing. And he swam halfway across the lake, decided he couldn't swim all the way, turned around and swam back, but if he'd just kept on going, he would have made it.
Well, you see, we kind of made it halfway too, but the problem with keeping going is you're at that point, you're the way we were crossing, and because it's all close on the other side, we would have been fighting the current the whole way. Whereas by turning around halfway, we only had to fight the current partially to get back.
Yeah. See, and he was just doing it in a small lake, so there was no current. He was just partially drunk, I think. Oh. Got one of my favorite birds in the yard. Got a magpie.
Yeah, John, you're just down in Oregon, right? We didn't feel anything up here.
Yeah,
Jason.
I think it was Holber that said it, Jason. That's Jason when he's on my show, but after that, he's fully drunk.
Yeah, well, I can't say if I've seen I can't see if I've seen Jason drunk or not because Jason handles his alcohol pretty good. I think
No, I go
he's
to
always
bed
drinking
before-
beer.
I go to bed before I get drunk.
Oh, there you go.
Both
I mean-
sides.
I know your buddy Slash. I've seen him drunk several times.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
permanently. That's why he gets to get kicked from here every now and then.
Yes.
Oh, he hasn't come back in a long, long time.
I told him he was welcomed after I asked you. He just...
I was on Devo's, I think it was Devo's panel with him. He never said hi to me, so I never said hi to him. Keep it friendly that way.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back. My back's slowly getting better. Hey, everyone in chat. Susie.
Yeah, I don't often get drunk or partially drunk. I'm often just partially alive, though.
Oh,
The pain tells me I'm still alive.
It's the only good part of pain.
well, I wouldn't mind a nicer way of being told I'm still alive than all this fucking pain.
Would be nice. It would be nice.
It'll probably cost you at least $50.
A day.
Damn, Matthew left. He's the one that always asks for $50.
All right, my food's here, so I'm going to be in chat.
Food.
All right. See you, Josh.
Yeah.
All righty.
That's easy.
Thanks for coming up. Is the house next door to yours empty, Susie? Think I could sell my place and move out next door to you? Or do you have a shed or something I can live in?
Or a van with a bed in it.
Down by the river.
No, I need something where I could. Well, I guess I could run some power to a van.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'll get my fucking.
So when I bought my mechanical keyboard, I bought it. I used to always just buy cheap, like $20 keyboards, and they got old and dirty. I'd throw it away and buy a new one. But I bought a mechanical keyboard just so it would last longer. But actually, for the first time yesterday, spent an hour and a half, 2 hours. I pulled every single key, cleaned all of them.
How did you get the patience for it?
It just needed to be done. It was like, this keyboard's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So is mine, but I ain't gonna claim it. Waiting for it to quit.
Yeah. Then I'll buy a new one.
Yeah. Well, I've got one sitting here already, but I don't think I want to use it.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you smoke near your keyboard.
Well, the nicotine not so bad. It was more just dust, ashes.
The ashes. And, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe the amount of ashes that came out of the keyboard.
Yeah, tons of ashes. Tons of ashes in there.
Yeah, that doesn't look so bad.
Yeah, it didn't look bad from there on the video. Looks bad, a lot worse in person. There's actually fluff bunnies I can grab.
I cleaned the keyboard and monitor. I have a new desk fan and a new lamp coming today. So My old lamp and fan are, well, they're just old, but they're also covered in nicotine, and they started out white, so they look horrible.
I think I'll have to open up the computer this weekend for the first time and clean her out. That one I don't want to let get too far. Too much shit in there. The fans can't cool everything down.
I was surprised. I thought I was going to have to clean mine out before I moved, and it's actually quite clean in there, especially considering I built that computer 8 years ago. But my case has got filters on all the openings, of course. So I didn't check the filters. The filters might be in a little worse shape.
Definitely need to keep filters clean.
Well, I haven't got any cooling problems, so I have like an absolutely massive case, one of those extra huge ones.
Yeah.
And I bought that case in particular because it's got so much space and good air cooling and stuff. 200 millimeter fans on the front. Oh, fuck off.
If one of my fans break, I'm pretty sure I know I got two computers here. Other ones that don't seem to be any good anymore, so I could just take the fan out of it and throw it into mine.
For
Then
sure.
Yeah, I will show you. All right, so just to give you an idea, that's the computer case there, and that's a 50-inch TV beside it. So
Yeah.
a huge case.
Hey, look, I'm on TV. I'm famous, bitch. I'm famous.
I'll move that case today too, I think, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Priorities. Either I move my case and reset up my computer today, or I cook turkey. I think turkey might win out on that battle.
Turkey. I did my turkey last weekend. So this weekend I'm going to do a beef tenderloin.
Yeah, I bought a frozen one on Sunday, so I just had it in the fridge thawing out. Yeah. So, but I think she's probably ready to go today.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear music? I guess
Huh?
not.
No, can we hear music? No.
No.
Because I was playing some stuff from 1938, which is fucking before the
Yeah.
copyright law should be out, and it should be able to play. Fuck you, YouTube. Google, you're a bunch of cunts too.
Yeah, no, I'm I can't even remember the name of the term we're thinking of, Myron, but yeah, before anything music before a certain date is basically public domain.
Yeah.
I use a few of those in some of my videos. Like if you haven't seen my one where the watcher takes his dogs out to the dog park, I use what's the name of that song? I'm gonna have to go to my channel to actually get the name of the song now. Because the name is different than you'd think it would be. It is.
Hey, don't burn your belly when you're cooking there, Homer.
What the hell? That's weird. Well, great. I go to the description of the video, and for some reason, the description of the video is missing on that one. I don't understand why. I have to put it back in. This one. Edit. Weird. The description shows up in YouTube Studio, but it's not showing on the channel. Very weird.
Very weird.
And of course, I didn't put it in the. I didn't even put it in the description because it's public to me. But it's that old song. While walking through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May.
Yeah,
That song.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there. Now it's showing up. Weird. Yeah. I didn't even bother putting the name of it in the title because it's public domain.
There you go, Trudeau.
Good video if anybody ever wants to watch it, because it starts with a guy just taking his walk for a walk in a park, and it ends with the cops pointing guns at him.
It's our supreme leader.
Why did you go away from the boyish charm, Trudeau, and get that frickin' haircut that makes you look like Dumb and Dumber?
Now we wait for a response.
Oh,
Let's see.
lame.
What's that?
I said lame. Hey, Crafty.
The music thing still?
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't even try to do that anymore. It just
Well, yeah, I thought you got it working the other day when you were having the same problem.
yeah, but it hasn't worked since.
Weird.
It's something through StreamYards, but it's anything comes through my speakers will not be picked up by the mic.
Yeah, it seemed to have happened on their last update.
Weird.
Yeah, because it happened to a lot of people.
Huh.
Crafty.
Yeah, Trudeau. Let's see you win over Kraft.
I'm just checking out somebody's channels. I think I've mentioned him on here before. Clyde Do Something.
Yeah.
His latest video: are payroll taxes taxes? Trudeau's Liberals want you to think not. And I'm going to have to take issue with Clyde because they're not taxes. They're employee money held in trust. I mean, I guess in a sense, I mean, taxes are the individual's taxes, so they're your employee's taxes. So sure, but they're not the company taxes. But EI and CPP, I guess, are somewhat of a tax, but they're for your employee. It's just part of running a business.
Really have a problem with the government being run as a business, because as a business, you only try to make money for the shareholders, which are the richest people in the country.
Well, but technically speaking, government is run as a business, but it's also a nonprofit. They're not trying to make money. I mean, sure, taxes are a whole different thing, but the for example, Canada Revenue Agency, the people that collects the taxes, it's run as a nonprofit. They're not the people who come up with the legislation and introduce the taxes. That's the politicians.
Yeah.
Exactly. See Max saying the same thing. Yeah.
But
It's the politicians that want more taxes so they have more money to do stuff but the actual government organization itself operates as a
well,
nonprofit.
the more taxes they have, the more poor there's going to be, the more people they can lord over because they're poor.
That's what the real Trudeau does when talking about money too. Oh, you want to complain about me spending money? That's not interesting. Well, it's the downside on, at least in Canada. I'm not sure about the States, but the downside on the way government budgets work is you get a certain amount of budget for the year, and if you don't spend that budget, the entire thing, you don't get it back the next year. So toward the end of the fiscal year, government, as a matter of standard practice, just spends money on whatever just to use it up. So they get it back the next year.
Yeah, but why are they borrowing all this money then? Because we're billions of dollars in debt.
Well, they're budgeted for it.
Yeah, well, that's bullshit. We should just say no more borrowing. You live with what you got.
Well, and then that comes again down to politicians and balancing the budget and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, well, I have a dim view of them blood-sucking politicians. All they do is fucking collect money off us. They don't really do too much good.
It's but yeah, when I used to work for Canada Revenue Agency, fiscal year runs from April 1st to March 31st. So February and March, that's when you get overtime because they got to spend the budget, so they get it back the next year.
Yeah. Yeah, which just sucks. Because if you could run something under budget, you could use that fucking money that was saved to pay off the debt. But no, they would rather spend it all just so they get more money the next year. But fuck it, it'd be better to pay down the debt.
Well, and politics comes into it too. Like I was working for Canada Revenue Agency the last time the Conservatives were in power. And when the Conservatives were in power, they froze all government federal wages for like 5 years, and nobody even got a cost of living or an inflation raise for like 5 years.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people in the private sector that.
Well, but let me tell you this. No, but let me tell you this, Myron. If I was doing the same job in the private sector that I did for the government, I would have been making 4 times as much. Easy.
With all the same securities?
Oh no, you don't get the same securities, but when you're making $250,000 a year instead of $60,000 a year, the security doesn't mean nearly as much, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Because I was when I was developing applications for CRA, I was the lead developer in the entire country doing it. If I was doing that in the private sector, I would have been making huge bank.
Well, it's not so much you, but I really have a problem with the way the politicians are running the country. And I know everybody should pay their fair share of tax, but when all the fucking rich people can use their lawyers and their fucking high-priced accountants to chisel money out of everything, and all the poor people don't, well,
there's that, and even just the general thought of government employees. There's a general thought they're lazy and they don't do a lot for their money, and that train of thought is not without truth. I would say when I worked for there, I started there in 2000, and I last worked the end of September 2016, so almost 17 years. I was told at least 4 times a year, slow down, you're making the rest of us look bad. Well, I'm sorry, I used to work in the private sector. I know how to actually get shit done.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of government employees, they've never had a job in the private sector, and they just do kind of, this is the production standard, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any more.
One time I went to work for the forestry for Alberta, government of Alberta, and I hired my brother and twin cousins to work for me. They were all about 10 years younger than me. They hadn't really had a fucking job at all. They worked for me one day, and everybody was telling them, slow down, slow down. And I just kept, no, we'll work, we'll get this done. Well, all 3 of them quit.
Whatever.
So I showed up the next day and finished the whole fucking job by myself.
Yeah, like I said, I used to get told regularly to slow down. I was told, it was the people saying that were my coworkers, not my managers, because the managers loved me. I got shit done.
Well, hey, I got another job out of it. I got a painting of a ceiling in a room of a handicap home. They needed somebody to do it, and
I'll give you an example. There was this one GST workflow I worked at for a period of time that was toward the end of the time there. When I went into this workflow, there was people that in that workflow that had been there for years. Within 2 weeks, I had the highest production of everybody on the team, and I had never worked the workflow before.
Yeah. Too many people get complacent in their jobs.
Well, I mean, I'm a high performer and I always have been as well. But I mean, I should not be able to walk into any job and outproduce everybody within 2 weeks. And there's people that have been doing it for years. It just shouldn't happen.
No.
You want my job by any chance?
No. I physically, I don't think I could do your job these days. Maybe when I was younger, but
same here. I'm pretty well at the end of it.
It's actually, well, I grew up originally doing blue collar stuff. I originally went to work when I was 13 installing garage doors. But by the time I had hit my middle 20s, almost everybody I worked with was a gimp, bad knees and bad backs and this and that. And I just said, you know what? One, the work I'm doing doesn't challenge me fucking mentally. And I don't want to, get fucked up like everybody else. So that's in my mid 20s. I went back to school and took some business courses and went white collar. I didn't think I'd ever be able to do a desk job before that, but what happened is when I got a white collar job is I just started doing a lot more stuff outside of work. So that's when I started hiking and fishing and all that stuff and blah, blah.
I'll be following your path here soon.
I never worked a white collar job.
Mind you, this job is challenging mentally.
Well,
Doing
you
everything
should
from
convince them
commercial
to keep you hired on, run the place.
Yeah,
Sorry?
I've never had an interest in. I've had lots of people over the years say I should just start my own business and stuff like that. Personally, I have no interest in it because above everything else, I'm a problem solver. And if I run my own place and I get it running the way I want, then I'm going to be bored out of my fucking mind.
I said, Jason, you got to convince them that they need to keep you around as the boss.
That's what I am, and I don't want it anymore. I do everything.
No, you call up in the loft?
Do everything.
Then you're not the boss.
I do everything from pricing to the only thing I can't do is sign checks. But when I go in the morning, it's Jay, do you want to do this today? I'm like, no, I had planned on doing okay.
Well, see, you don't need to be the boss then, but you need a worker.
Exactly. And that's the thing I can't get. There's nobody.
Well, and yeah, that becomes
like
difficult.
You said, the people I'm getting now, they're already either, their backs are fucked already and can't do nothing. The same. He's been off for 3 days now because we lifted a furnace.
Well, and when you get to a certain point of being good at your job, it's really hard to delegate because whoever you delegate it to isn't going to do it as well. And you're going to have to probably fix it after and blah, 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 blah. You kind of get pigeonholed into it.
Yeah. And then,
that's where I got toward the end of the time I was developing for the government. They like our group, we just started building applications locally, and then nationally we started to get attention and people saw what we were doing, and then a national team was made. But we were still under the job designations of what I had originally been hired for was to work on programs like GST and payroll and stuff like that and deal with taxpayers. But at one point, that group became national, and they were turning them into officially IT jobs, which paid more. And I was actually offered the lead spot for this big project we were doing, and I said, I don't want it. It's boring for me now. It's programming has become like data entry, and I would rather spend my time training the new people and creating standards and blah 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 blah. And yeah, so I was moving more in the managerial direction because, like I said, programming to me just became boring. It becomes like data entry after a while, and it's just mind numbing.
Nine.
801.
I like that sound of that.
It's the first inning. It's not the end of the game. I wouldn't start bragging yet.
But it would probably drive me nuts, though. I've never had a job where I never had to think. So for me to go back to find something where it's, like you say, data entry or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd like it for the first bit, but I'm pretty sure it would eventually.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's actually that's the reason I started working for the government is I wanted a break. I was doing retail management before that.
Yeah.
I was managing a rental store for a while, and I used to work like 12, 14-hour days, 5-6 days a week, and got paid very little to do it because I was on salary. And from there, I was actually in management training for running a 7-Eleven. I actually applied for that at the same time I applied for the government. And if you run a 7-Eleven, you're on the clock 24/7, right? Or you're at least on call.
Yeah, you have to take the call. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually went to the government because I wanted a break, but it lasts a little while. You go in and you just do your job and you go home. But just for me, I get bored too easily. I have to put my mind to work. So yeah, you get more and more involved and et cetera, et cetera. Then I'm taking my laptop home and
see, I couldn't do that now. See, now when I'm home on a phone call, if I get a phone call here right now, it's not going to go so well. I'm cutting into my drinking time.
Oh no, at one point because when we became a national team and we were officially a headquarters unit, most of all headquarters is back east, and I'm in BC, so we actually didn't have any of our own space out here, so we had to borrow space from other local areas out here. But we didn't have enough space, so we actually worked home for half the time and just went into the office the other half. So I only went into the office like 2 days a week. The rest of the time I worked from home. Which is great, by the way. You wake up, you turn on your laptop, you turn on your coffee maker, you sit there in your underwear, and you do your job.
I'd be on a panel and one screen and working.
I didn't do that. I stayed focused on my work, but I didn't put in my whole day. When I stayed at home, because I'm not taking lunch, I'm not going for breaks, I just worked 6 hours and I was done.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody but that's what I did. I got more done in 6 hours at home than I would have if I was in the office all day. So
I was talking to a lot of people that actually down here that do work in the government office, the GST center and whatnot. And when the COVID hit and they were working from home, it was driving them all nuts. They kind of missed the interaction of, you had your standards. You showed up. He all hit Tim Hortons at whatever time. And he just did not like the working from home part. Like, why the fuck, man? I wish I could do my job from home.
Yeah, well, you could do, because it's not so much of a high pressure environment working for the government. Yeah, there is a lot of hanging out and chatting and blah, blah, blah. But for me, for the most part, when I'm at work, I'm at work. So working at home worked for me. I was more productive. I didn't have the interruptions. Because I was kind of, especially when I was developing, I was the lead guy. I was the go-to guy for people asking questions. If I was at home, I didn't have anybody walking up to my desk and interrupting me. They might send me an email, but I could just deal with it whenever. But I enjoyed that part for a time. When I first started it, I never went to school for programming. I'm a hack. I just kind of grew up with computers, and what actually ended up happening, a friend of mine, he was creating these local applications in Vancouver for himself initially, and his manager found out he was making them. And he thought he was going to get in trouble from his manager. He got called into his manager's office one day, and he's like, "Oh no, you're not in trouble. We want everybody else on the team to be able to use these little tools you're making for yourself as well." And I worked out in Surrey, and the manager in Vancouver and my manager in Surrey, I guess they used to work together and they were friends and talking. So they started doing the same thing out here locally in Surrey where I was. And because I knew my friend, I was just like, yeah, I want to do it. And he's like, of course, do you have any coding experience? I'm like, no, but I learned super fast. I've shown that through all my other work I've done. I'll pick it up. And I heard through the grapevine, my manager was leading to say no because I had no practical experience. And I went into his office and wouldn't leave until he said yes. So they just gave me a chance on it, and I picked up a Programming for Dummies book and read it over the weekend and started doing it full time. Funny thing is though, the person that was doing it before, my God, did he suck. Within a couple months, I well surpassed him. He had this one program he made that he spent weeks and weeks making, and it sucked, and it was horrible, and it wasn't user-friendly. And one day I went to my manager, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to just throw it away, and I'm going to build a new one. And he's like, okay. And then I went back to him Then I went back to him. Remember, the other guy spent 3 weeks on it, and it sucked. I went back to him 3 hours later. I'm done. It's finished. It's fixed. Whole new version. Works way better. 3 hours compared to 3 weeks. But it wasn't even rocket science. It's just the other guy, he couldn't think big picture. He's a small picture, tunnel vision type guy.
Couldn't think outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Monkey butt. Who was talking about monkey butt?
It's probably gone now.
Oh. Nice neighborly people out here where I am. When I went out to wash my vehicle, I was just initially hosing it down. I hadn't even got to the part of actually washing it. I was just kind of hosing it down and taking the worst of it off. Neighbor comes over with a scrub brush. Here you go. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh. What time we got? 1:30.
1:30. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're 4 hours off. 4 damn hours.
Somebody's out on a Harley.
Apparently you qualify for something now, Myron.
I do.
Yeah, that last message in chat here. Congratulations on reaching 200 subscribers. We will contact you at the necessary time. I don't know if you're in trouble or what.
Now I have to look.
Could be in trouble.
Yeah, it's at 200. tell you, unless you have something viral these days, since they've changed it so they're just taking away subs. If people sub and they don't watch or comment right away, it can be hard to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is always going up, but it still ain't way up there. Only 678. As long as you're aware, you no need to worry there, Myron.
Of what?
Another message there. We hide in plain sight. The aware need not be wary.
Fuck. I know who it is. One guy, and he's got me about 7 times, I would say, at least.
The we hide in plain sight, just that part makes me think there's a Guy Fawkes mask involved.
And thank you, Tavistock, for being 200. This is going to change the flavor of the stream. How's it going?
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Hey, Jason. Hi, Myron. Hey, Canadian Rose.
I don't think I've ever seen you outside before.
I know,
Oh
right?
no, it's snowing.
Oh, no.
Echo.
It's not.
It's all snow behind you.
It's not. It's a white blanket.
No, it's snow.
Okay, it's snow.
Okay. Now that we
Oh,
got
look, it's
that
cloudy.
straightened
What are you guys doing? You're not up here finger popping each other's assholes, are you?
I know.
Not that?
Hold
It's good that you're not.
on. Let's see.
It's good.
I think the fingers look clean.
Oh, awesome, buddy. Yes. I'm so proud of you.
5, 3, 2.
No, we're just whatever.
19 minutes and 3 seconds. Damn it.
19 minutes, Jason?
Yeah, it took me 19 minutes and 33 seconds.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Can't
on the-
Not close.
Anybody else what?
Anybody else that needs your vehicle?
I still didn't get it. The echo's killing it.
Lady Love, you're echoing somehow.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe it's open in the background.
Well, you're not echoing now because it shut off.
Yeah.
She muted it.
Yeah.
She'll figure it out.
Anyway, if the Tavistock Institute is we are many social engineers, they shape society however we see fit. That sounds like Illuminati now.
Is that better?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
Nope. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's still echoing a bit. Yeah, it's not as bad though.
Don't lie to
Let me
her.
make sure my echo cancellation
Bad.
is on.
Oh. Oh.
Is that better?
Let's see.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Oh, it's still there a bit.
Hello?
But it's a lot less.
Yeah.
Did I fuck it up?
Only we echo, you don't.
because
What?
when she talks, it's at the same time, so it does not echo. Show 'em.
Do you want to say that
Haven't-
twice?
Oh, but if I use the
Using
Bluetooth,
live
it would,
time and she's
it
on
wouldn't
her
echo,
phone.
huh?
You get the delay.
I'm gonna mute and work on my bike anyway, so you guys don't have to deal with it.
But how come now that it's echoing? You've been on billions of panels on your phone. What's going on?
It's echoing still.
I don't know. Yep.
That's unusual. You get it figured out.
All right, gentlemen and lady, I'm going to drop it anyway because I have a turkey that needs some attention.
Slap
That's
it.
not a euphemism. I'm actually cooking a turkey, or going to be.
Stuff it full of something tasty.
All right,
No,
I'll see you guys later.
Just shove a couple full onions in
Oh,
there.
I actually picked up a lemon based on your advice, so I'll try it out. All right,
Cut it
later.
in half. It does wonders.
I didn't even get to buy Felicia.
No.
And who's Heather?
No.
Eyes will be open to ask Heather. I don't know who the hell Heather is. My eyes are pretty wide open all the time. I don't get Chinese eyed when I smoke.
It's been a while since I did one of the Sudokus on Expert. I'm getting slower. Oh, we're fixing the bike. Oh, we painting the bike. Ah.
No motor. It's wrong color. Paint it pink and then nobody will steal it.
My Little Pony. Fuck. I just sent Todd a Skype message. I said, "What you doing?" He sends me a message back. Looking for drug money. Couple bags of money. Oh, shit. I'll go live more often. You can start a PayPal and shit. Be just like Rebel.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot
I'm
of
not going any further with this panel unless I get $10 for weed.
Stupid.
with his singing, he shouldn't be long before he gets sponsored.
Sorry, I missed that.
Get out of my head, Jason. Yeah.
No, I said with his talent, with the singing, it shouldn't be long before he gets sponsors.
This is true. And I heard you twice.
Well, I didn't think it got it the first time. Yeah. Hey, you missed a spot.
I know, baby. That's white, all one color. It got stolen twice, and when the first time that somebody stole it, they sanded it down a bunch to the metal, and it just fucked it up. They're trying to paint it so it wasn't recognizable. Weirdos. And then the second time, it got sanded with a belt sander or some shit, or a DA, you know what I mean? And they took it down the middle and then gouged it in. Like, fuck, man, it's a nice frame. So I just put a coat on it. That's all.
I think pink would have been a better color.
Pink?
Yeah.
Well, the white's a good base. Good way to start.
Hot pink. No,
Yeah?
burning pink. Burning pink.
How about just like Barbie pink on the little Barbie pink on the forks? The forks are black, and the cranks and the handlebars.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Maybe. I don't know about all that pink though. I'll post it. My wheels are red, so I mean, take that.
We
Where's
could
it at?
also do the gay pride colors.
Ow! I don't want to be gay pride. Look, see, my wheels are fucking sick. They're red, so I don't want to go pink.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Black and white and red is gonna look sick.
From the red, it would be going to pink. From the pink, it would be going to white.
I was gonna say purple, but I see you already got it.
No, that's masking tape. That's masking tape.
Well, you got nice purple masking tape.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I know. I thought it looked really good in contrasting with the white. That's all.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. There, I told Todd to jump on your panel and drop his PayPal link, begging for drug money like everyone else does on YouTube.
God damn it, now we got one at a time. No, because
Damn, does that look like snow in the background? It's coming soon.
Are you doing more sniffing than painting?
More what?
Sniffing than painting.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sitting here basking in the O spray.
Paint in a well-ventilated area.
Stupid. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to unclog my weed pipe.
No.
Stupid. It got into the mouthpiece because I put it in the bag. It just like packed itself full of
You need a
weed
pin.
in the mouthpiece. Stupid. Come on, buddy. Just get the fuck out. Man, I can't suck or blow. What do I do, Jason? I don't know what to do after that.
Buy a new one.
Yeah, it's true. Poor people's problems, buddy. Come on.
And if you can't afford one, drop your PayPal link.
No, I'm cool.
It's the
I'm
drug
good.
fundraising plan.
I started a new job next week, so it's gonna be mad tips. Fucking be cooking lots of hours, so starting at a pretty good rate. I'm pretty stoked. The lady was like, "Why haven't you been down? We were waiting for you. We thought you were still at Sports Page, this other bar, right?" And I was like, "Shh, I ain't been there for like 2 years." And she was like, "Well, shit, where you been?" I said, "Waiting to come here, I guess." Fucking around.
Well, that's good.
She was pretty excited to see me. Yeah, it's somebody I'd worked with before that owns the restaurant, and she's also been a customer consistently in the bar I worked at. And then she was a friend of the house when I was cooking at a place. But yeah, it's pretty neat. She was like, "We've been waiting for you to come in. What the hell?" That was pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty good pay. Like the most I've ever gotten paid to cook before. It was nice.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. So yeah, I'll be putting money on your fucking shirtless boys books, so to speak. Tastes weird blowing out. So it's like, ugh. Why does it taste anything with the blowing?
Fuck, it's 16 here. Supposed to go down to 2 tonight.
Jason, what are you doing this weekend?
Or 61 here right now and 46 tonight.
36. Damn. What do I got coming? Oh, it's 18 right now. Oh, Fahrenheit. 64.
Well, what to say? 16 here. It's still fairly nice during the day. It's just getting colder at night.
Yeah, we're only hitting 54 at night. So yeah, you cold at night. Wow.
Hey, Kiki. Sergio, come here.
Broke down and turned in my furnace. It was about 3-4 days ago.
Oh, I forget what your furnace is gas fired, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I got it turned off. Doors open, windows open. I don't mind the temperature.
How's that? Yeah. Man.
Yeah, this week is pretty good. It's the runts strain. I don't remember what the rest of it is.
Runts.
Something runs. Something about me not paying attention and smearing the writing off the bag, so I couldn't read it.
Bug it. Smoke it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not for reading. It's not knowing what it is. It's for smoking.
That's right. It's for
No.
no secret gardens, just smoke. Wait, what was that?
Iron, are you all in a read yet?
Doubt it.
I fucking hope not. Yeah, he is. I can tell. I can see in the reflection of his glasses. He's ordering more.
Yeah, he is. He always looks like he's not doing anything at all, not even a little bit, and he's doing like everything.
Who?
Motherfucker. Talk about a sleeper, literally. He's asleep doing it. You're not even having to get all your rest and do everything at once. It's like he does everything. It's like sleep does everything.
No, I can't if I have to.
That's good.
I slept from Calgary to Edmonton one time. I did 80 miles an hour,
Buddy,
but I don't remember doing it because I
sounds
was-
dangerous. Sounds really
Well,
dangerous.
I made corners and everything, so I must have been okay.
Man. So it was like on National Lampoon's Vacation when they like and like they pan around the car and they show everybody sleeping. You know, the kids are back there sleeping, the aunt and the mom, and then Chevy Chase is like, and the car is driving down the highway, just fucking mobbing, and it goes through a bunch of shit, you know, all the wrong way and everything, and then turns around, parks right in the parking spot. He's like, "Kids, we're here." Does that sound familiar, Myron? Right? Yeah, that's talent right there, buddy. It really is. That's all I can say about it. Pure talent.
Oh, I
Man.
used wild driving. I drove everything wild, as fast as I would go. All my freaking vehicles. First one was only do 98 miles an hour.
Man. It's almost 100.
Yeah, well, I pulled into a gas station, pulled up to the stuff the gas in, the moon was there. And this guy, he said, "Hey, you passed me a while ago, you must have been doing 100. I think he was trying to embarrass me in front of my mom or something. And I said, "It's 200, she would only do 98. And he never said
You know he
anything.
was.
Well,
Mm.
if you're going to say that, Homer, I'll say Homer's a nice guy. No, leave absolutely nothing on that statement.
Mercenary ideas. Oh, he's getting drunk and stoned tonight. Wait, I think he's already drunk. You heard of Mercenary Diaz before?
No?
You muted, lady.
Is he a singer?
Why am I muted? What did I do?
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
No,
He's just yeah, I've heard. Maybe through you. Maybe through you, I have.
Yeah. He's got 500 subs. Seems to go on. I've joined him a few times. He just get drunk and get stoned.
Yeah, I mean that's the best stuff to do on YouTube. I think is just sit around and talk about everything and fucking get intoxicated. That's what we got. That only takes care of like 10% of the fucking acid rain that comes down on us every day, so to speak.
What's he doing right now? It looks like he's from Ohio. Or he wouldn't be wearing an Ohio State sweater.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah, he's doing music. Carry on.
Carry on. Have you sat on a panel with Raves before, Jason? Online? You were up there with Raves, weren't you, a few times?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, just a second. She gets to be pretty good. Like she'll do a bunch of shit with her accent and be all making me blush, and then she'll say, "Carry on." But I tell her the same shit about you in the sense of like, well, I try to roofie him every night, but he always does it himself eventually. You know?
Give him time.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I always have to say, like, remember that one time Jason got intoxicated enough to call slow burner snowblower. Shit was awesome. Oh, it's all right, snowblower. Oh my god, dude, you're just cracking me up.
Fun,
I was on that panel because I was like, you just called him snowblower. I think I'm pretty sure you did. Like that's his new name.
Let's see.
He didn't even blink.
Well, I'm not sure if I was there on the panel or I've just heard the story so many times I think I was there on the panel.
Yeah, let's see if music works.
I wonder what song you're gonna play.
Not gonna work.
You should play Valerie. I haven't heard that one in a hot fucking minute. The Amy Winehouse version. Oh, yeah. If you don't, I'm gonna play it when I get off of here. I have to hear it.
If we keep getting this echo, it's not going to be any good. Can't hear nothing.
You couldn't hear any music.
None.
Holy fuck! The wife's going to come down and say, "Why the fuck did you crank that so loud?" What the fuck did they do to the program?
Ooh, I just fucked myself for the rest of the day, dude.
Holy shit!
Man, my eyes are like, whoa. Yeah, they almost shut, and they make that sound when they close.
Now you
Almost
gotta
close.
take a nap. You can stay up all night.
No. Ah, I just gotta get up and do something. Gotta fix my bike. I gotta smoke the other kind of weed that's not indica. That shit takes me down, all the way down, buddy. It's heavy.
I still can't believe you couldn't hear that.
No.
Loud?
Yeah, that was loud.
How to drive is the best thing ever. Oh, hell yeah. It tastes so good.
They're not even fucking moving.
Menace. Such a weirdo.
But yes, I would imagine you had full blast.
And yes, it was burned slow.
Are you taking a rocket off? Are you getting ready to do the countdown? Damn, you just pushed like 8,000 buttons and switches and turned a bunch of different things on.
Well, there's a lot of shit around.
Well, I mean, including me. I mean, what the hell, Jason?
We got everything all set up. That's the master.
See, that's a lot of stuff.
Yep. There you are.
It's fine. I can't keep up. Myron's fault. I just decided that.
Oh.
Oh, they're all empty. Look.
You're a fucking towel.
How's it going, Todd?
Howdy.
Hey, buddy.
Did you come to drop your PayPal?
Yeah.
Come to take your shirt off?
My PayPal has always been on my YouTube.
Your shirt's just gonna keep making it harder. I'm saying.
Yeah, I was outside. It was cold.
I know, I'm kidding, buddy.
I know. Look, we've got snow.
Why do I hear an echo off of somebody? Oh.
Just like I've said, she's new here, like me.
There's a young kid over here. He's got rubber boots go up to his knees. Looks like they might be these foot. And he's out there just rooting flowers out of a flower pot.
There's so much hood noise here. Earlier today, the guy came by, like, takes care of the park on this, like, loud ass golf cart, but it was like a golf cart pulling a trailer. And then he had, like, all kinds of things that run on there, like chainsaws and fucking leaf blowers and shit, and everything is loud as fuck. And he was doing everything this morning while we were on the wake and bake. It was so dumb. But then the highway's right there, and there's a car lot there, and their alarms go off all the time. This is a loud ass place. So I'm on mute again.
Uh-oh. You scraping?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. There's nothing in there.
Whoa.
See what it can hit.
Oh. There's a lot of white stuff going through there.
Buddy, what does that even mean?
He's collecting some nectar.
I know he is. He's doing a good job.
John, don't love.
I don't think
I love you, Jason.
Missing in action.
Piece of shit. You tell his mommy on him.
She's fucking livid
Same.
too. They're all pissy there because, well, they still got no power.
I don't blame him. But hey, I saved the poor fucker's house, and the fucker still won't pay me.
Oh, a bunch of bitches all when there's no power. Oh my god.
I'm not hurting for it. It's a month later almost.
Whatever. Dude,
Your house
Jason,
are gonna write off.
if you were over here, I would totally give you everything you need. One stop shop.
One stop shop.
I'd even bring your beer and your hangover drink for in the morning.
I pay you to do it, too.
Yeah, I would. Oh, you would pay me to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Why? It'd just be my pleasure. That'd be cool, though. That'd be a good thing to get paid for. It's like a personal assistant, but way more than that. Like, I keep your poop in a group, and I might even need to have to wrangle it manually sometimes. It's just not cool. But that's why I get paid.
Yeah, what she said.
Thanks, Rod Arsenal.
Oh, your dad's in chat.
Geez, while you've been talking, did you ever think of applying to get on go to the cooking school there, Lady Dove? Maybe you'd have been in one of his restaurants in Vegas.
I don't know, buddy.
Welcome back, Susie.
Hey, Susie.
Hey, Susie.
Beer 7.
I lost count today.
I never lose count because I keep all my cans on the desk.
Well, I keep roaches, but I only got so many for hash, so I use them all up, and then I clean them all out and smoke that.
Oh, you use them as you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Susie.
Oh.
801. Cheers, my friend. My brother.
Cheers.
Hi, 801.
What's happening?
So you looks like you got the bush today.
The bush.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'll drink that. I drink that. I drink it. I fucking drink it. Don't bug me none.
It's cheaper in the course, so I went with it.
Well, think all the prices here. Oh yes. Well, no. All the prices are pretty consistent here when it comes to cans, unless it's.
I go to the gas station right here. It's $8.49 a 12-pack. I go across the street to 7-Eleven. It's $10.49 a 12-pack.
Heavy shit.
So I go buy my smokes at Sev because they're cheaper. But I go over there and get my beer.
So wait, I gotta figure this out. Oh, give me a second. What was the cheaper one? 10 what?
$8.49 12-pack.
$8.49?
Yeah.
49 USD, the Canadian for 12-pack. I'll move into your house.
All right.
That's less than $1 a beer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are they doing to us here in Canada?
I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't know. Nothing to me.
Okay,
Taking you
so
for a ride.
so let's see here now. I'll do it backwards here. It's $65 even. So 65 Canadian to USD. So I'm looking at $47.30 US for 36 beers. So as you can see, it's well over the dollar mark.
Yeah, I get a 30-pack for $21. That's with the tax included.
Maybe the gods are looking out for me.
Yeah, I think that's it, Susie.
They make it too cheap. I might drink myself stupid.
Top of the fourth, still 3-0.
Nothing.
Yeah, this is the third baseball game I've watched today.
Oh, poor Slow. He must be. I bet he's fucking throwing things around his apartment and fucking kicking fucking ladies in front of the building for standing there. He's probably just fucking losing it right now. Slow, don't worry. You have a chance.
Not a game
Back.
Okay.
Did you get the turkey all prepared and that and ready?
Yeah, turkey's in the oven.
Right on.
Let it sit for a little bit before I throw some tinfoil on top, and I've got at least a couple hours before I have to get to the other stuff.
What are you throwing down with this one? Some potatoes or what are you got planned with it?
Potatoes. I'm not a fan of peeling potatoes, so peels on. But it'll be like a garlic. It'll be like a garlic mash.
Hey, Ashley.
Peels
California mixed veggies, so broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, blah blah blah, with some cheese sauce and stuffing from the box. We've gone over this.
I'm only that way. I couldn't be bothered to fucking do it any other way.
I got the neck and the innards right now on the stove simmering, so from that and the drippings from the actual pan will make gravy.
I know.
Hey, Ashley.
Full and fit. Not much of a turnip guy with the.
No.
Craft beer.
I never buy the cranberries either.
No. See, if I do a turkey and I don't get the cranberries, then he won't come over and do the dishes.
Dishes.
Gotta have the cranberries for him.
Dishes.
Surprised to God when I got home today, I've never seen the house upstairs so clean in my life.
Wow. And I wasn't there.
And you weren't here. Floor scrubbed, it's all done, put away.
Was there any special occasion?
Well, the funeral, and then all her family stopped here after.
Oh, that's there you go.
A little bit. Yes, the wife's grandmother passed away a couple days back. Today was the funeral. It was her daddy. Her dad
could have hired me. You should be clean up on aisle 3. Okay, coming. There's a quick gathering for a funeral. I need a quick cleanup. All right, I'm on it. My emergency tools, my emergency pledge.
You fly over on your mop.
Yeah. I have all the latest tools, my battery operated Dyson vacuums. Oh, shite.
I would think that's probably true of almost every brewery, though, isn't it? I don't see many non-drinkers opening breweries.
True.
In the bush. Partying in the bush.
It's been a long time since I did that.
Well, yeah, the brewmaster's got a drink.
Yeah, it's like going to a restaurant and the chef's a skinny guy. You know, you can never trust that.
All the chef has to do is taste it. He don't have to swallow it to see if it's good. That's how some of them TV chefs stay so slim. As soon as the camera cuts away, they spit into a bucket.
Well, I'd love to be one of those guys that just gets paid to go around and eat at restaurants.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because some of the stuff I like even just the simplest thing. I hate mushrooms, so there's a big part of the menu gone. But some of the stuff, I would like cow tongue and eyes, and no, I'm not eating that.
Oh,
No, I'll eat all that shit. I don't care.
Cow tongue is good.
No.
I've had cow tongue. Cow tongue sandwiches.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Bull testicles, no thanks.
No, I've never had those.
Rocky Mountain oysters. I've taken them bull balls to parties before and set them out, and people didn't even know what they were.
Yeah, Todd, I don't know what kind of sorcery they got going on in this update with StreamYards, but just before you came in there, did you see what I did there?
No.
I swapped the microphone around, had it dead center of the speaker, cranked the song, and I was watching it go bump, bump, bump. You know how they beat like that? They couldn't hear a fucking thing. But if I was talking over here, they could hear it. Fuck. What kind of sorcery is this? To be able to drown out that kind of music with that microphone sitting right in front of it, and me just saying, "Can you hear it?" And they could hear that part, but not the music. I was like,
Yeah, it's really odd to have
unreal.
a filter work that well.
I know. Like that thing was fucking pounding out at least a half an inch speaker going. I was like, what? You can't hear that shit.
Have you tried playing?
They probably did it due to copyright strike shit, knowing that this shit can be platformed to, well, they're designed to go to YouTube like we are. That's probably why they did it.
Well, I'm wondering if the filter, like with the speakers you were playing it, is that sound from your computer?
Yeah. Like I'm
just wondering if the filter is somehow seeing what's coming from the same computer and then somehow matching that.
I hear you. I hear you.
If you played something independent of your computer, the sound might come through.
I'll play it off a total different device, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, we can hear that. Yep, we can hear that.
First time we met, I was kicking balls. Jeffrey shit when I touch these walls, calling the cave when
That's what I figured.
That's nuts.
Well, it doesn't make sense that a filter that doesn't know what your computer's playing, it has to know what your computer's playing to block it out that well. It has to.
Yeah.
Okay, now you give me a bit, I'll get around that then. Okay, that just cleared shit up. Because it's through a browser.
So I could hear the music I was listening to. Was that from your cell phone?
Yep.
But it won't pick it up from your computer.
I could put that's on YouTube, that one song. If I play it on here, and like I said, I had it fucking cranking where the speakers were bouncing and the wife was like stomping. They couldn't hear a fucking thing. So that should be easy to get around then. I wonder just a different browser.
Probably that might, it might be that simple.
Yeah, let me just check that out. That's easy to do.
Yeah, I don't know if Myron usually plays off of. Do you usually just play off a browser like YouTube or something, Myron?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll get you another browser. Let's see what happens here. I'll try it right quick. Burn slow. Let's see what happens. Burn.
Yep, you can hear it.
You can hear that already?
Yeah.
So if I went like this, then it should be overly loud. Well, there you go. Swap it up to a new browser. Now you know, Myron. So if you're using Google Chrome, I just open that one in Firefox. So that's exactly like you said. It's picking it up because it's in the same browser. It just knows. Give it a shot, actually, Myron, if you just to see.
Oh, I believe it. Because I can also do this.
What's up, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
Share the screen, right? Yes, the sharing of the screen still always works. Because you're allowing the audio. But hey, that's going to help with my trolling.
Jesus Christ.
Those are some ugly
Well,
ass
my body
shorts that girl was wearing.
slimming. I keep my shirt on when I go swimming, and I ain't seen my feet since 1984. The old lady wants to roll in the hay. We turn the lights down all the way, 'cause I don't look good naked anymore. No, I don't look good naked anymore. I'm a deep fried double wide version of the man I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I won't fit through the door, and I don't look good naked anymore.
Rich man
Well, I
barbecue,
used to
all
be a
hot
hell
dog.
of a man. I chop wood with just one hand, but I can't do the things I've done before. Well, it all happened kind of slow.
Wow, ZZ Top
but I
sounds
guess
different.
I kind of let myself go. Now I don't look good naked anymore. I don't look good naked anymore. I'm a deep fried double wide version of the man I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I won't fit through the door, and I don't look good naked anymore.
Man.
With each and every passing year came a lot of French fries and beer. Belly hung a little closer to the floor. Now my belly is big as a truck, and the old lady don't wanna. She don't wanna, 'cause I don't look good naked anymore. No, I don't look good naked anymore.
Wonder what rhymed with truck.
I'm a deep fried double wide version of the man I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I'll get through the door. I don't look good naked anymore.
Fuck, she look good naked. Her tits are bigger than me.
No, I don't look good naked anymore. I'm a deep fried double wide version of the man I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I'm walking right out the door, and I don't look good naked anymore. No, I don't look good naked anymore.
Yeah, ZZ Top sounds a lot different.
Hearing any music now?
I gotta reach out to slow.
I guess you guys weren't.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Catch the question.
I had some different music playing.
No, I can't hear nothing right now.
Here, I'm gonna play it. It's featuring a distant cousin of Jason's. Same last name. They gotta be related somewhere going back.
You're the reason I'm riding round on recap time.
And you're the reason I'm hanging our clothes outside on wires.
And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling. All but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything. But
This is
What happened?
Hey?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I shut it off. I liked it better when we were talking, actually. Later, Susie.
Well, now you know it works again.
All right, 801 Myron, Canadian rates. Done. I'm reaching out to Slow Burner right now, all right?
All right.
Shoot him a quick text. I said, everyone on Myron's panel is a little worried about you. Hope you're not smashing things around the house for no reason. It's just a game. 3-0. We can come back and win.
Is it still
Yeah.
3-0?
Daddy.
Yeah, still 3-0.
Yeah, I just looked.
I'll check it.
801's giving us a play-by-play.
Yeah, Seattle's got a guy on first and third. In the
Top of the
fifth inning
fifth.
now.
Just don't want him smashing things around the house, you know, before
Oh,
Ruckus
no.
be all confused. Why is my master punching the fridge and walls?
Don't get the cops called on you.
We've had enough of that for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they really don't like him down there at that place. He doesn't do nothing bad. Actually, I know exactly that building after the last time he walked away. I'm like, oh shit. I
Yeah,
just-
Danny.
around the
Seattle Mariners up on the Blue Jays, 3-0.
4-0 now. We just scored. Seattle just scored. Yes. St. Louis was leading Philly. Now Philly's up 6-2. So now it's come back.
Well, it wasn't too long ago that they scored 18 runs in one game. Of course, they stopped big time the next game.
I watched Cleveland play earlier. They're the youngest team in the playoffs in the major leagues. Their average is 26.6 years of age.
Yeah, it's the playoffs, Danny.
Well, I guess considering where the Blue Jays are and where Seattle is, I'm probably a Seattle fan.
I'm probably sick.
Well, they're like 2-hour drive away.
I'm not sure how this goes, but because of where I live.
Well, that's why we have so many Denver Broncos fans in Utah. Because
I'm a Broncos fan.
Oh,
That's
are
my
you?
NFL team.
I'm Broncos fan too. No pun intended, Todd.
I've been a fan since I was a kid. Mr. Elway, Mr. Fourth Quarter, Old Horse Face.
Yeah. Well, I was the only one that picked him yesterday. We put $5 and everybody picks all the games. Who's going to win? I was the only one that picked Indianapolis last night.
7 field goals. What an exciting game, eh?
Yeah. And it went to overtime.
That was a
Both
great
teams look like shit.
Oh, it's 4-0 now. Uh-oh. What happened?
You're behind.
Oh, yeah, big time. Uh-oh. Poor Slow. Poor guy.
I think he was laughing at Danny's bandwagon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the fair-weathered fan, Danny.
Yeah, no, I don't follow baseball at all. I don't care who wins.
Exactly. Fuck baseball. I follow YouTube. Who's winning?
YouTube's winning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure poor Dirt Farmer's got the bases loaded. Somebody else is pitching.
Oh.
Full count, 2 outs.
I don't like to be the guy saying bad things, but if somebody else is pitching, that means PDF's catching.
It's possible. It's possible. No, we're not saying bad things. We're just playing. Cheers.
Little spice wrong.
We're just playing.
You know, Danny, you could come up.
Yeah, Danny, get up here, old man. Stop talking.
You're the only one yakking in chat. You might as well come up and save your fingers.
Save the fingers. Fuck yeah, Poo Poo Peddler was good.
All right, back in 2 minutes. I gotta go put tinfoil on the turkey.
I'm loading you. Unblock me, motherfucker. Got both my accounts blocked, motherfucker. Still do you favors.
Yeah, I agree. They're all overpaid. Crybabies, fucking.
Yeah, and compare them to my favorite game, Australian rules football, or the one it came from, which was rugby.
That's
And
all bullshit, man. I watch a real man's game. Pool. You ever pool? Billiards. You ever get hit in the forehead by an 8-ball?
No, but I seen a guy catch her in the crotch one time.
You seen that shit too?
I've seen a couple of guys catch a cue over the head.
There's some bad shit there. The crowd too.
Hey, Jesus, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Zeus, you're for pussies.
Jesus.
Good to see ya.
Is that the game of pool or a swimming pool?
The game of pool. The man's game. It's a sport.
I wouldn't go as far as calling
They're athletes.
You know how much training you need?
Yeah, they're athletes for sure.
Training.
It's like calling darts a sport. That's not a sport either.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're knocking on the second biggest man's sport. Come on now.
If you don't have to break a sweat, it's not a sport. I'm sorry.
One night I was on acid, I couldn't fucking leave at school. So after a while, I was sitting in the bar, I wasn't drinking. I just give up the table and sat there and bullshitted with everybody for a while, and then I went and put my, I think it was a quarter up, and took back the table for the rest of the night. Couldn't fucking lose.
Fun times.
You had that spider vision.
Well, no, I was fucking telepathically telling them where to go because I would just think it and then I'd stroke it and they would go.
But hey, you were on acid. Are you sure it actually happened that way?
Yes.
I remember it vividly.
Perception is reality.
I was straight enough to be able to drive a car home after that.
Are you sure you were driving?
But the guy who was riding in the shotgun seat, he jumped out with the door open and one hand on the seat, and he was skiing down the street. Fucking this old lady in the back seat, it was her car or her daughter's car, I don't know. She come up over the seat and she was just fucking grabbing and screaming at him. And I said, hey, sit down, you'll fuck him up and make him fall. I don't think I said fuck. Maybe I did.
It's possible.
What is that button?
Oh, excuse me. It's quite the website. checking out the MLB.com. Holy shit.
Well, I held
It's
out
changed.
as long as they were on the pool table or in my pants, I should be able to stroke the balls anytime I want.
Just a stroking.
Can't argue with
I
that.
was stroking.
I hear a Billy Square song coming along.
Fuck, it's been a minute since I heard that one. I be stroking. Stroke to the left. Stroke to the right. Stroke to the one that I love best. Fucking site. You don't see it live, but it shows you everywhere pitch lands. That's interesting.
I tell you, Amazon really likes shooting themselves in the foot, man. I ordered 2 things yesterday at the same time, which are both supposed to show up today. They ship them separately, but they're coming on the same truck.
There's a mastermind behind this. There's some guy got hired, and he's getting paid a lot of money. And he's probably doing acid.
Doc Gooden pitched a no-hitter while he was on acid for the New York Mets.
Second pitch up there.
Yeah, well, I think what it did for me is because I didn't do a lot, and I didn't drink with it, so I didn't get crazy, and it just allowed me to focus.
Yeah, dial in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they'll be on acid and pitching a no-hitter in the major leagues? That's crazy.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, it's Friday.
Well, it is a form of performance-enhancing drug.
I guess it would be.
Depending on what you're doing.
I wouldn't know. I'm a square.
You get the right acid, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah. You can order acid online up here in Canada now.
No interest.
Comes in, I think, 50 and 100 milliliter pills.
I smoked weed. I smoked hash. I drank alcohol. That's about it. Other than that, I was a good boy.
Well, you might as well cut her loose now.
No. Give me a second. I'm going to mute up here. I'm going to text poor Dirt Farmer and see if he'll unblock me so I can say hello in his chat. I'm still here, though. Give me a second.
Well, I can go in and say hi for you. Jason Goddard says hello, PDL.
No, I got tons of channels, but I want my main channel unblocked.
Just go in there and ask him if you want if he wants you to read out his tarot cards. He really hates that shit.
Hey, Cheryl.
What's up, Cheryl?
I don't see him on right now anyway. What are you talking about, Jason? Hey, Cheryl?
Yeah, but he might be going ahead of time. Because it might take him a minute or two to convince PDF that he's sincere.
3 o'clock. Oh, you're going over to Silver's probably, right, Cheryl?
Well, yeah, Silver's going to be on in what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm assuming that's where Cheryl's going to mod in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I guess I don't need that mute. You can't hear it. Sorry.
What'd you say, Jason?
I said, I guess I don't need to mute. I forgot. You can't hear it anyway when it's playing.
Just giving away headphones today. Anybody interested?
I could hear it. I heard the ding, ding, ding.
Man, I don't think I need headphones.
Yeah, it's pretty funny on Devo's the other day when upstage pretended like he couldn't hear Devo. So Devo dropped down to come back up. It was funny as hell. You could tell he could hear him because he's answering him. No, I can't hear you.
Hi, Cheryl M.
Yeah, Upstate pulled out his little ball of hash this morning.
Did you guys
See you,
listen to
Cheryl.
Trudeau's speech today?
Whose?
Some of it.
Your leaders.
Oh,
Our fearless leader.
And then who's that? Chris lady?
Oh,
Cheryl M?
No. he's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about my girlfriend?
His finance minister, whatever his name is, or his deputy, or whatever the hell she is. I don't know. I know who you're talking about, though.
Mr. Speaker? No, that's not the right one. That's his, that's his deputy minister. Okay. Here, I
I was
got one.
watching it on the Epics. Fuck.
That's where I caught it.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly they're going after Hunter Biden now, the Justice Department.
Krista Freeland, that's who you're thinking of, right?
I couldn't do my laundry, so I thought I would just go shopping and buy a new
I
suit.
think so. The lady
Wait.
sat there and bobbed her head.
I wanted to be the first one in the store when they opened, and so I ran as fast as I could, but someone else had already beaten me, and I was sad. I'll freeze her bank account later. Everywhere I go, Canadians are happy to see their Prime Minister. Many people ask me for selfies.
Oh, Mr. Trudeau, may I get a selfie with you, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Communist scumbag.
Unfortunately, some are not so friendly and unneighborly even.
Fuck dear.
Canadians are so proud of our gender-neutral bathrooms, and today I got to experience one, and I was surprised at how comfortable I was.
We are Canadians, my friends. We will keep mandating till the end. We are Canadian. We all love Ukrainians. Poiliev's a loser, and we are Canadians, my friends.
I asked a woman if I could try some underwear on in the change room. She said no. But then how will I ever know if it fits?
Still looking good.
Did I forget your leaders here?
Oh, I have to practice my speech.
Oh,
Canadians,
sorry, Supreme Leader.
LGBTQ plus.
This guy's bad.
Just speak about
Mocking
climate change.
my leader.
It's been over an hour.
Hey, those are my socks. What the fuck?
Excuse me? Are you the manager?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Well, I'm very disappointed that there's a ladies' floor and a men's floor, and I just want to mandate that there's one unisex floor.
Okay. There may be some minor logistical problems with that.
Silence! I hated when peasants talk back. I wanted a place where everyone can feel safe and welcome. And diverse displays make our African friends feel welcome too. I enjoyed the shopping experience that regular average Canadians experience because I felt safe. Well, it's partly because I had security detail at every entrance. That's all for now. Bon matin.
That's pretty good. Didn't you play one the other day when he was doing something too?
I can't remember.
Well, someone played one of the. I think it's the same guy.
He only does Trudeau.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he played him the other day at a different one, speech or something.
Yeah, I've played a few on here. Was it the one where he was telling everybody to get more booster juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he fucks up and says saline solution he was getting.
Yeah. Get your saline solution.
Oh, I meant the Vax. Yeah, that guy is pretty funny.
Uh-oh, Jason or Justin. You can tax your beer now.
Beer.
Okay, Danny, drive safe.
I'm gonna start driving to America to get my beer.
I'll meet you at the border and just chuck it across to you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Be halfway and
Fuck yeah, I'll just send you the money. You start shipping it to me.
They'd fuck you at the border.
You're gonna be a little old fucking illegal bootlegger.
What could you ship it as that you could separate it out afterwards so as you could get the alcohol?
Just bring bunch of water bottles.
Well, it's American beer. It kind of is water, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you go to your microbrewery shit. Pretty much. We can get them at the liquor store and get, but it sucks. I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Canadians have figured that way for at least the last 50 years that beer in the United States is pretty much water.
Well, especially in Utah.
Yeah.
I have to go to the liquor store to get good beer.
Well, I'm sure the Germans think the same thing about Canadian beer. It ain't got hair in it. It's not bear.
Putting your beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
Well, true connoisseurs of beer drink it warm.
That's a mead thing, isn't it?
No, mead is wine.
Right.
Made from honey. But no, I have met a few people that would rather, they wanted their beer warm. They didn't want it cold. The way it was originally drank before they figured out how to fucking bury ice to make coolers all year round.
He's our king. He is our king, Matthew. Self-appointed.
He is your Biden and Trump combined.
Isn't he a trans man?
I don't know.
Sure sounds like one.
Well, it might be fucking one of them bisexuals.
Yeah, videos I've seen. I haven't watched the videos, but videos I've seen the titles recently. Apparently, his own party's talking about replacing him. So,
yeah.
Well, it's so fucked up. They're going after Biden's son, but all that shit on the computer, they need to talk to his partner. He has all. They won't even call him in. He knows who the big guy is, and that's Biden. And they're crooked as fuck. It's all there's all the evidence right there. Nothing will ever happen.
No.
Same with that cunt Hillary.
Oh, come on. Cunts are useful.
Yep.
Well, she helps people with suicide a lot, I guess. That's the rumor.
Well, I'm just saying, don't call her a cunt because cunts are useful. She's not.
see, you know, it's not the real Justin Trudeau. The real Justin Trudeau, would never use a deferential title like Lord when addressing another person.
What are you saying? That's not the real Justin Trudeau?
I don't think it is.
Well, Jessica, how's it going?
Win wireless headphones today.
By the way I am right now, I like to buy my stuff. It makes me feel like I can accomplish something. Besides burning up a lot of fucking weed. But I think I should go out and fucking clean my battery posts.
Is the car not starting good?
Well, last winter, no, 2-3 winters ago, went downtown one day and it wouldn't frickin' start back up. Just went dead. Got it boosted, come home, charged it up with a charger, and haven't had a problem since. I do own a charger though too. I bought one. Fuck, it's a cute little thing, little orange thing. Used to have them black ones.
Yeah.
Black metal. Well, hell, this is orange and mostly plastic. And I think it's way better than them old ones. I could be wrong. I need to get some paint too.
What's new? Where are you?
Well, I didn't think you'd need a wrench. Matt told me you were moving up here with the kids there, Jessica.
Well, have you got that room cleaned out?
Oh, it would only take a few minutes of her time. Although I don't think I could. I'd be putting on weight with a good cook around. I figured if I'm gonna stay alive and not do myself in, why would I eat all the shit that's gonna kill me anyways? I still do, just I don't eat as much.
Well, maybe it'll taste better though.
Yeah, but that's it. Don't worry about the taste. The pain is, I wouldn't say it affects the taste, but I don't want to try and fight diabetes at the same time as I'm fighting the pain. So that's why I eat really good.
Well, I like animal fat. I stay away from vegetable fat.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't eat much fat anymore. I use olive oil, peanut oil.
Wait. Did we get Popeye's permission for that?
Peanut oil's and shit.
He might have something to say about you using olive oil.
Yeah.
Been using it all his life.
And I really like coconut. I guess you call it grease.
Yeah, it's not as good as animal fat.
It's not as good as butter, yes, but what the hell, when I haven't had butter in, I don't fucking know how long time.
I don't use margarine. All I buy is butter.
I don't use margarine either. I go without.
The butter's good for you.
If I'm not using margarine, I'm using bacon fat to cook.
See, I have that in a coffee can too. Bacon fat rules, man. Pork fat rules. I love making a black gravy out of my bacon fat.
Well, I had some sausages last spring given to me, pork sausages, and my cholesterol went up.
Yeah, my cholesterol's high. I don't give a fuck.
So I got rid of the sausages, and hopefully next spring it'll be back down again. Yeah, but like I said, I made the conscious decision not to do myself in quickly, so I'm gonna not do myself in slowly with food, or I don't know what else it would be. Well, maybe drinking. But if I drank, then I wouldn't be taking the frickin' antidepressant pills. So then I'd be depressed, so then I'd probably commit suicide. So I can't do that.
Yeah, no, the diabetes is quite enough. I don't worry too much about the cholesterol. Well, I don't worry about it at all.
See, I've got mine, everything in, it's perfect.
It's I got high blood pressure too. I still drink coffee all day.
I got high blood pressure because of the pain. When I stand up, it gets worse. The blood pressure. Well, I guess pain does too.
This here is my answer to high cholesterol and high blood pressure. So yeah, put on some coffee, put on some bacon, I'll take my pills.
Another bacon. And don't forget to keep basting every 30 minutes.
Does it surprise anybody that Trudeau's a hot dog lover? I don't think so.
Hey, I like to cook my wieners till they're black. Just saying.
He likes them in both holes. But the time before when he was trying to complain about my cholesterol, he said, your good cholesterol's at 1, which is the lowest it could be. I said, well, what's my bad cholesterol? He said, it's at 7, which is the lowest it could be. And he was trying to give me shit because my cholesterol wasn't good enough. I said, hey, if the bad cholesterol is so fucking low that you can't even tell really what it is, I gotta be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of them guys that dressed up and had a lance and rode around fighting fucking windmills.
I was just reading that.
It's a tough life.
I'm Scottish, English, French, Newfie native. That's about worse. I guess that's as far as a Canadian. If you're Newfie and you're French, you're just kind of fucked.
Hey, Crafty
What's up, Crafty?
You're welcome back.
Low THC. It doesn't, I don't think it matters about the THC. It matters, well, it does for me for pain, but mostly it's just for the ride. It never, until the government got into it, nobody ever worried about the percentage of THC. Usually nobody even fucking knew what it was.
Well, no. Well, before the government got involved, it was just all about that BC bud.
Yeah.
Well, sort of, yeah. Because ours come up through BC and across at Dawson Creek. That's where it used to come from. The guy that used to deliver to town, he got caught one time. So his daughter made all his deliveries. That's okay, Crafty.
What's up, Daryl?
Hey, Daryl. No, just wait until you're about 60. You'll be stepping on the damn things, Trudeau. Or you might confuse them for one of your golf balls and fucking give them a crap.
If that's true, the next 10 years are going to suck because I'm 50 and I'm nowhere close to that.
Yeah, but they're not hanging that low already, are they?
No.
I'll tell you what, 5 years.
Everything is still in the proper place.
5 years, you can fall apart pretty fast in 5 years.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
Don't I know it?
It's all still in the proper place and it's all still functional. So for now, we're good.
Oh. I need to buy some paint too. Remember an old truck, a truck driver showed me. Well, I was truck driving too, but when you set your new battery and put your posts on, spray paint it. Paint dries and the air can't get to the lead or anything to start oxidizing.
That's true.
Well, I know we put grease and shit on it, but paint, yeah. After you have the things clamps on though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Do you do that?
Hey?
It work good or?
Seemed to. We never had any problems all winter long when, well, even the next summer, because he would replace his batteries every year.
Why?
In the bush, 40 below, you don't want a truck breaking down. If his tires got 50% wear, they were changed. He didn't skimp on safety, I guess. I gotta agree, you gotta have a big dick there, Trudeau, because every time you get a hard on, your fucking brain you go brain dead, for fuck's sakes. You don't have enough fucking blood to keep your brains and your dick going at the same time.
That's true.
Unlike most other people.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna hop out of here, Myron, before I get too messed up to fuck with people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm about to do the same, Myron.
You know where I'm going. I'm jumping over to Silver Diamonds for a bit, and I'm gonna mess around for a bit. Thanks for having me up, Myron.
I'm gonna go and tend my turkey.
Have fun.
Take care, brother.
See you, Jason.
Take care.
And yeah, I'm dropping out too, Myron. I'm gonna go tend my turkey.
You betcha. I'd say have fun with it, but that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah. All right, later, guys.
You betcha. Well, I think I'm gonna play a song. A Canadian song. About the US. Wonder where in the fuck it is. Here. Oh, for some reason I don't see it. Could be that there's 250 videos in this frickin'. There it is. Come on, you piece of shit. Queue up. Oh no. Hey, John. I hope you like this parody of some country song down in the States.
Well, I done never read words that's typed. I don't like to solve problems with my words. I'd rather get drunk and fight. Whether you're my grandma or my littlest, or just some random passerby. My boyfriend takes good care of me. He gave me these black eyes. No, I ain't got no degree, and I can't even write. Got my 11 kids with me and not one dad in sight. Since I'm a redneck woman, ain't never been to a mall. Just a product of the incest from my sister and my pa. And I keep them engine car parts on my front yard all year long. Not that you can see them, cause my lawn's so overgrown. Calling all you white trash gangs in Confederate country. Get your hands off my man, bitch, or you got to deal with me. Cause I'm tough. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! It ain't no secret that my stuff's real pride. Get my number off of that bathroom stall. Call me for a good time. That's my real number. Wrote it myself so as I can find a good man. No, there's no such thing as a southern fag, cause they've all dug my clam. You might think I'm nasty, you might call me poor, but in my mind and in my heart,
You're just a backwoods whore.
hey, I'm a redneck woman and you stay off my land. My grandpa stole it fair and square from the American Engine Band. And my family's been residing here for over 100 years. And we don't want our country filled with immigrants and queers. So here's to all our screaming loud, the South will rise again. Let me get a big hell yeah from ignorant women and men. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Woo! So I'm a redneck woman, and that's all I am. Proud to be from the USA, the place that brought you spell. I go to church on Sundays, cause I'm a God-fearing woman. The preacher uses all big words that I don't understand. So here's to all the people never past that county line. Let's stay home in our shit towns until the end of time. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I said hell yeah!
A great Canadian song. Well, damn. Well, it was close, but that group was closer related to Canadian Rights Reviews, I think, because they're in Vancouver and he was in Vancouver. But I think I could hang out with them anyways there, Matt. They have a hell of a sense of humor. Hey, John Hobbs, love boobs, just don't like beer.
Hi, Myron.
How's it going?
I figured that we could jam together. They
Jam?
took a while. They took off. Who cares? They went to go cause trouble. We know.
Oh, I know that.
You're now playing music.
Jason always does. Yeah, but I don't like the way I have to play it.
I know. It sucks. They always like to give us copyright claims too. How's your day going, brother?
Oh, not too bad, I guess.
I've been listening.
I haven't done anything, so
I've done it for you.
can't hurt too much.
I was going to say I did it. I've done it for you, Myron. I maneuvered my room around. You see, when I don't like this day at all, Myron. This day is not a good day for Crafty Care.
Why not?
I don't like this day because 27 years ago I got married. And the only thing I'm thinking about today is the delicious meal I had. That's about it. Think about that, 27 years. It must be good food.
Well, yeah, but...
You've been married before, Myron?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean...
I can't even remember my wedding anniversary. Nothing.
Oh, no.
Divorce date, nothing.
No, exactly. It's one of them that you kind of put in the back of your mind. But a lot of people have gone through it throughout the pandemic as well, right?
Yeah.
And today you see a lot of people taking advantage of other people
Yes.
That's for sure. And I do see that. That's my son's dad, right? So either way, we have kids, and it's one of them. At the end of the day, it's as long as our kids are fine.
Yeah.
My kid got upset yesterday because I guess they love to tell on mothers. When I was up here and I was just showing her cupboard, she's like, "Why are you live streaming in my house?" Oh my God, I showed your food. Either way, she got up. That's what kids get upset with today. Their privacy feels invaded, right?
Yeah.
That's my daughter. But I hear what you guys are saying about the government. The government has totally let us all down.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially with 2015 with Trudeau, especially here in Toronto. No, what he's done is a mess.
Well, what I like is our provincial government
Right.
has told them to fuck off.
Yeah. That's
Over-
Jason Kenney, right?
Yeah.
I watched him throughout the whole of this pandemic. Not only that, this goes back to 2008, right?
Yeah.
So when we think of 2008, that was Occupy Wall Street. And that's the same time where Obama came in. As Stephen Harper's going out, Trudeau was coming in along with China.
Yeah.
It's one of them things that you had to catch it with a lot of the protests that went around with Antifa and bullshit corporations like that they're wanting to bring in.
Yeah.
Like Black Lives Matter, their voices do get lost. That's always what I've said within protests. The voices of the good get lost within the bad.
Yeah.
That's when you have an opportunity to shut something down, shut it down. If you have that opportunity, doesn't matter who sees that opportunity, as long as you get the word out.
Yeah.
That's what I figured out when I went down for I Don't Know More, Myron. That's how my path started. It didn't matter who you were. We all worked together. In Toronto, when you're having somebody calling our prime minister on a duty, and that's where a lot of our money had gone to. People like our artists.
Well,
as you were pulling up radio, like our artists.
Before you start saying anything about your money going to the artists, because your money might have been going to running Toronto.
Well,
our provincial money was taken every year, and it was given to Quebec and Ontario.
Right.
And a few dollars to the to provinces.
Right.
And that was pretty much it.
He mostly came into Vancouver, Ontario, and less of you guys. And that's why you're like a main focus right now. You hear it on our radios, which I told you yesterday, because you guys don't know this. No other province is going to know what's on our radio. That's why normally sometimes when I go live streaming, I leave the radio on for you. Because that way you're not only getting satellite from the CN Tower, you're also getting the things that are happening in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where the whole, even in Quebec, they don't really get what Trudeau's doing.
Yeah. Well, out west, we all got what he's doing.
Yeah, especially Vancouver. Vancouver is a major, and then now it's going to be more you guys in where that Hyperloop is going. And I'll give you that information when what is wrong with you, Kat? It's because I changed my room around.
Yeah.
Yeah. They notice everything.
Yeah, my dogs, they like everything to stay the same too. I was feeding my dogs, my one dog just throwing her dog food on the floor.
Uh-oh.
And then she would walk around and pick it up, but then had somebody wash my floor and they were pretty heavy on the pine salt.
Oh, yes.
So I threw her dog food in a friggin' tin plate. She wouldn't eat it. I guess she would have eventually, but.
Well, the problem is we got a cat here I've moved things around. You see, they know when things have been moved. I could see her. She's like, what have you done? Because I'm in the middle of moving everything from over here to over here. That's why she's saying, what are you doing? Where's the mattress that I could jump on? Where's this, that, and the other, right?
Yeah.
Right behind me, I'm making better space. Well, shut up. Shut up.
Hey, Jess.
That's the thing about it, right? Like, they know. Like, what are you doing? Making better use of a space. That's all I've been doing while I'm listening to Myron and every Canadian going off on bullshit. I knew it was going to come to this, Myron.
Yeah, well, when our province said, Trudeau, fuck you and your gun laws.
Right.
Trudeau.
I've always said no to Trudeau. No to Trudeau since 2015. No, you don't want this fucker. This fucker came in on a lie. He came in with, look at Tragically Hip, for instance. It was majority of them that went back up to Attawapiskat for genocide. And then it comes down to people like us to keep them on top of what they're doing to our kids.
Yeah.
Right. Because we don't have rights over our kids, guys.
Not anymore.
No, you're not allowed to hit your kid, right? So, of course, hi, 801, you're not allowed to hit your kid in Canada. And it's coming to that way over there with you guys. And we can see it. And you guys I told them back in 2015, 801, you go and tell the Yankees, you go tell this to America, United States, that they can't do this to their kid. Go tell the Mexicans they can't do this to their kid. That's why we have a horrible problem with our children today when they are getting tattoos and stuff that my daughter is young, right? Talking back to your parents. At one point, he wanted them to tell us, don't call them mom and dad, call them by their first name.
Yeah, well, that's starting to sweep here too.
Right. It's sneaking into you guys, and you guys are not liking it very much. We can see this. That's why I told them in 2015, wait till you get to America. Like, America as a whole is Turtle Island, right? That's why all these flags that I see, like your American flag, we love your flag, sure. However, the real flag is the Six Nations flag. Canada and America, and we already have that flag. That's the warrior. We have a warrior flag too, right? Kind of like your Lakotas. Same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. The tribe.
We lost our flag ownership as citizens in '99.
Flags came in 1966. They also have changed the flags many times. Think about how many more times your flag has to have an additional star put on it, right?
Well, yeah, they want to do it again.
So now we have Canada. So you would need to attach another star onto your flag because it's one of those. Canada goes with America. Really and truly. Hi, Danny. You know what I mean? Like,
well, we're Americans. I mean, we're just you Canada and we're United States.
Right. We're just different sides of the pond, per se. And then you have the Mexicans, which is the other side of your pond, your Rio Grande. Hi, Daddy. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to separate a lot of people. They always have done. That's the hive mind, as the kids call it.
Hey, Matt, let go of the cookies. You can get your hand out and then tip the cookie jar upside down.
What'd you
That's
do?
what we
You got
mean.
his head stuck in the cookie jar?
He got his hand stuck in it.
No, I can see what you're saying, though. It's one of them things that when a prime minister wants to turn around and say, call your mother and father by the first name, you know how many nationalities they got to go through to get to that? The only one nationality that they don't like to mess with is the Muslims. But you can kind of know that with Russell Peters when he came out and said, I'm not making fun of Saudi Arabians anymore. It's because of the money issue. So stupid. It's getting expensive too in our area.
I was just on the phone with my sister talking. We ended up talking about something like this about, just the cabal and, I think the war between good and evil, what's going on right now. And
Put your weed away.
A little bit.
Trudeau will want it. That's the thing, right? Nope to Trudeau. He's an idiot. He always has been, and he lied. He lied to too many people just for a card for cannabis. Think about it, guys. He went to the First Nations to lie to them. That's why they're all independent.
He's a pedophile too.
I don't believe. I watched the CPAC channel because it's one of those truth and reconciliation. You're trying to reconcile. But when you watch Trudeau, continue watching his face. Like, hey, motherfucker, are you paying attention? Because you stole from us with that refund. So you therefore, essentially, you're stealing from people that are giving to a charity. That's why I keep eyeballs on him, because he steals from you guys, from all of us. Like Bombardier. Bombardier.
Today, he was talking, and that lady came on saying how we know that we're all Canadians. We're all, even you people in Saskatchewan and Alberta. Specifically mentioned them because she knows
Keystone.
The people in the West aren't with them.
Well, because of the Keystone as well, right? With Biden shutting the Keystone,
right?
It closes a lot of things, and therefore you have to go to other places to get your gas, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it hurt Canada a lot too when he closed it down.
Right, exactly our point. So when you close the Keystone down, you close jobs down, you close families down. It's like a booming of the. It's going to go back to way 1920 is, right? Like the Blackfoot tribe. So that's the way that you're going. Like I always have to say like grandma's way, but bringing our new toys with us. When you explain it like that to people on your path, they kind of get it. They're like, oh, okay. Like your money is going to be more like an email today.
Well, it's like Rush when they said another toy would help destroy the outer race of man. And it's true.
It's a new world, man. So this is where a lot of people are, what we say, waking up. And they're bringing in another couple elements for you.
New world man. See, that's
what was just on the radio. See how the artists jump off the stage and they get into trouble first. Then it's down to us little people, peasants, if we want to call us peasants. I care more about the water life and the animals. And the people, obviously. The people do matter. Without the people, what the
Some people, not all people.
some people, not all people. I don't care for, like I say, with pedophiles, I think you need a bullet and shoot the fuckers. They don't get any CPP or anything like that. If you go to jail and you have a right to be in jail, then you should not get any luxuries. No taxes should be paid to fucking Paul Bernardo. Give me a break. Canada, stand down. What's wrong with you? These are the things that are irating. These are the things that actually piss us off. They collect taxes while they're sitting in jail or watching TV.
Some of them work. That's why they get taxes.
Either way, if they're making our license plates, it doesn't matter. At least they're making funds for their commissary, but they should not get taxes.
But that's just in the machine shop, like in the metal works. There,
Still,
they got
that's the problem.
they got all kinds of other stuff.
We get that, honestly. When you have a jailmate turning around saying, "Oh well," to somebody like Stephen Harper, at least I get my taxes, and you've got a hell of a lot of people out here starving. Come on, what's wrong with your government? You're gonna pay an inmate before me? Fuck that
We're
shit.
going backwards. We're going to be a third world country instead of a first world country.
Right.
In 30
So
years
the
if we
West
keep
is going to
going.
be exactly. They want us to feel more poor, and it's one of those. What? Well, we're rich with elements around us. Like they want to refurbish this fucking nuclear plant for 30 years. Doesn't make sense to any one of us that are still living. In 30 years, you're going to have to replace these parts all over again, guys. When Tesla has given you everything. Once you start waking people up like that, Danny, and you get them on the water, then they go, oh, okay. Get them down at Niagara Falls and go, what the fuck are you doing a nuclear plant for? Look, that sound alone is thunder.
You get them on top, a little bit higher up from the fucking falls. You say, okay, let's go for a boat ride, and then you just shove the boat off, and you say, fucking see you later, man. You watch them go over the fall.
You see? And then they think I'm sadistic. If I was in America, I'd be pushing you into Fort Erie. I tell that to my brother, or Lake Erie. I tell that to my friend all the time. You get that, man, throw him over. And I'm not going swimming because all of that shit's got to go to New York from Lake Ontario. Bye-bye. But we're running off of Quebec's power. And that's draining everybody.
My dog wants a fucking puff, man. Little fucker.
Well, yeah, like look at Lake Powell. Look at the western United States right now. We're drying up. Lake Powell, the Hoover Dam.
That's what I've been watching the Hoover Dam because
Arizona, California.
That's right. That's right. That's down there is where the money is.
The question is the water going up in the air or into the ground?
Up.
Yeah, I think the water tables are going down.
Yeah, I understand that, but they'll go up and down, really and truly. Because there's water underground, right? Like cenotes and stuff like that.
So is the solution more reservoirs or back to more natural?
They'll seed other planet. I know half of the people think it's crazy, but that's what they do. I mean, when I'm out there, I can see Rocket Man. That's why I was telling Epic yesterday, like they've been here for a long time. Go outside and you'll start listening and start seeing the plane activity. And I mean, I live near 3 planes. Right.
Planes flying overhead all the time, including helicopters.
Now you do. Now you never used to up that way.
I always did. This is one of the main highways for the smaller planes in that.
But you got a smaller plane up there. Exactly. You're near where they would jump out of the plane.
A lot of private owners. They got their own
That's right.
in their backyard and everything.
That's right. Same with the Caledonia. They come in on the water planes. However,
see them once in a while.
Look at exactly. Those things are cool, but they're needed as well. Same with out west. Those are taxis. They used to live on the Fraser. Kind of like down here, they'll take you over to the island on a water boat, right? Or you catch the ferry to go over to Ward's Island, because they still live over there.
Nah, I don't catch ferries.
But they do have the water boats, because Lake Ontario Lake Ontario is a stretch. Like Myron, right now I've got Blue Rodeo on the radio, right? So you think of all the way over to Kingston. Lake Ontario is big, and it's these waters have all been blessed. That I will tell you from the Indian.
You sure they have been fucking cursed, some of them?
No, they've been blessed with Grandma and her copper bucket. I have not been out here since the solar eclipse doing absolutely nothing. I've been chasing your change. And I mean, chugga in your pocket too. You've all paid for it.
Speaking of natural things, were you able to catch it was maybe about a week ago now, it was the Aurora Borealis.
I couldn't see the Aurora Borealis, but I keep my eyes on the planets, because it's more like if you were all to speak one language, you would speak sky, which would be a sky map, right? And that's how your three wise men got around from Jesus Christ back in the day. You didn't have a map. No, exactly. Like explorers they're mostly French, right? The explorers, the Métis. So they would travel lightly. When you watch CPAC, you start acknowledging